Welcome to Biz Wire. I'm Joseph Nordstrom in Beijing. Uganda is reportedly on the verge of an oil boom after discovering crude in 2006. Because of this new source of funds, the country has ambitious plans for infrastructure projects, which will likely be awarded to Chinese companies. Uganda's prime minister said Chinese firms are willing to accept repayment from future oil revenue, unlike Western businesses that expect advance payment. Uganda, classified as one of the world's poorest countries by the World Bank, is seeking investment in improving electricity generation and transportation networks to drive economic growth. If all goes to plan, economists say the country could reach middle-income status by as early as 2016. China has received a lot of attention for its investments in Africa over the past decade due to the high-profile projects and because it signaled a shift in who was paying the most attention on the resource-rich continent. While China's investments in Africa have reached by some accounts over $20 billion, they still lag far behind European and American investment. China also faces growing competition from other Asian countries interested in Africa. Last month, Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe pledged $32 billion of public and private support for countries in Africa over the next 5 years. In addition to this, U.S. President Barack Obama recently ended a three-nation tour of Africa where he unveiled a $7 billion initiative to enhance access to electricity across Africa. As part of China's efforts in Uganda, state-owned oil giant CNOOC will help develop oil fields estimated to hold 3.5 billion barrels. CNOOC's partner, Tulu Oil from the UK, said production would start on a small scale for domestic consumption next year and rise to a more significant amount for export by 2017. China's patience is helping it win many other contracts as well. Earlier this year, leaders from both countries agreed on a framework to obtain Chinese investment for power generation, road construction, and other infrastructure projects. Bloomberg News reported that projects planned for development in Uganda, East Africa's third-largest economy, include 4 hydropower plants and the paving of 21 roads. China has also provided credit worth $500 million to Uganda to help pay for the construction of a large Nile River hydropower dam at Karuma, reviving the $2 billion project stalled for years by lack of money. Construction of the 600-megawatt Karuma Dam is expected to start before the end of this year and likely to take 5 years to complete. Uganda is banking on the Karuma Dam to generate cheap, sufficient power to meet fast-growing energy needs and support an economy eyeing double-digit growth rates once oil production starts full scale. The World Bank estimates that about 1/4 of Uganda's 37 million people in the $20 billion economy live in poverty. Uganda's leaders say they are working to improve household income, the value of its exports, and improve the skills of their labor force, and see China as a partner that can help it achieve those goals. Besides generous financing terms, China has also given scholarships to Ugandan students, donated medical equipment, and contributed significantly to the country's communications network. You're watching BizWire on the Blue Ocean Network. Stay tuned for more in Economic Insight.